quiet women that are always to themselves, they always have a problem with women that don't like their own company, women that are loud mouths, and women that love to perform. They're really all in one. Those type of women are always the loud mouths that perform and they don't love their own company. You will always be a problem. And it's because in their mind they think you are judging them when you can care less. You can care less. They always will have an issue with you. That's why you really do have to remove yourself immediately when you start seeing how weird they can get. When you start feeling it first, because for the most part, you're going to feel it first and then you're going to see it. You have to remove yourself immediately. Because if they see you constantly like that, doing that, they're going to try to do something in some way that's going to make you want to speak. That's why you gotta just remove yourself immediately before that stupid shit happens. Really. You really do. They always have a problem. And the reason why they think you're judging them is because deep down they know they are performing. Deep down they know they are just being tolerated. Deep down they know they are loud as fuck for no reason. They know that. They're judging themselves. See, again, these type of women, jealous women, envious women, women that just love to perform and loud, they love to project. They will always project because there's nothing else that you're not saying nothing. And another reason why they think you're judging them is because in their mind they think you're only being mute around them, but then you get unmute, you become unmute around someone else that keep to themselves too. When you're not worried about them, you just choose not to speak to them. That's why they think you're judging them. That's why they always have a problem. And they don't even like you. That's what irritates me. It's like you don't even like this woman. So why do you care if she is mute around you? Because they want you to perform for them. They want you to be a clown. Really. Because they're already doing that. They're already doing that to themselves. They always want to bother the quiet woman. It's everybody else that could be in the room and they would just focus on you. Fucking losers. They would just focus on you only. Because for the most part, when someone is to themselves, you just automatically look mysterious. Even if you're not trying to. People just want to be around you because they want to get information out of you. For real. They do. When you're to yourself, when you're quiet, you look put together and all this stuff. They want to know more. What's in this woman's world? Who is she? And when you don't give them that, it's a problem. That's why, people that love to perform, people that love to be loud and all that stuff, they don't know who they are. They don't. So they try to make others tell them who they are. And you are a trigger to them because it's like you don't even acknowledge them. Yeah, sure, they loud and stuff, but it doesn't bother you enough because you're to yourself anyway. They have a problem with that because you're triggering them, telling them like, well, she's not telling me, she's not feeding my ego. That is a problem. I want her out in my space. That's what they will do. They will try to get you out of their space. That's why you just remove yourself anyway. And then they get mad when you remove yourself before they can even do something to you. Because they feel like a fucking loser. And they really are. They really are a loser. I'm telling you, you got to just remove yourself immediately. When you start seeing, women start getting weird around you all because you're quiet, or let's say you go into a room and everybody just quiet out of nowhere, or this group of women are just quiet out of nowhere, it's because they sizing you up. You didn't have to walk into the room being a loud ass woman. You didn't have to walk in the room and perform. For what? You don't need to do that. And that's why they get mad, because a lot of these women be walking in loud as shit. A lot of these women just walk in performing, just looking stupid. just looking stupid. Just stupid. You don't look like that. And that's why these type of women so quick to project and say, oh, she must be slow. Oh, she must be retarded. Excuse me for those that could be. But, oh, she must be slow. She must be this. They love to project. That's why you just remove yourself. You don't prove nothing to these stupid ass drones, to these dumb ass loser ass girls. I call them the unfortunates because that's what they are. You're born into the world just being a fucking loser. You're born into the world just to perform, and people are just tolerating you.